They are as equipped as I've ever seen Arsenal be in the Emirates era to compete and really, really have as best a chance as they've ever had to close on the Premier League title. They have flirted with it over the last few seasons and those early seasons in the Emirates era, between '07 and maybe 2010. There were a few seasons there with Hleb, Rosicky, Lamini, Fabregas, like those midfielders, and with a young Adebayor and a young Van Persie. Like there were a couple of seasons there where Arsenal got interesting, and I remember one time they had signed Eduardo, who then got injured, and that kind of flipped things for them. But I think Arsenal have a really good chance this year. I mean, I'm not breaking news when I say that. What I do like about them right now, though, is the injury luck hasn't changed, but it hasn't changed the results yet. And I do hope, sincerely do hope, that all this early season injury luck is flipped on its head on the second half of the season. That like there's better health fortunes for the team. Because if this persists, Arsenal won't win the league. I know people are going to be talking about no excuses, but this is not an excuse. They've done well, but you don't continue to not miss big time players when they're not there. And so if Arsenal are going to win this league and maybe another trophy, they do need better injury luck. Today alone, Martinelli came on as a sub, and it sounds like he might have done something to his groin or some other body parts. Saliba had to leave again. In the first 9 games, Saliba has had 2 injuries now. He got injured at Liverpool and didn't play for a few games after that. That was game 3. That was game week 3. He played 4 minutes or something like that and had to leave the game. And now he's injured again today. Played 46 minutes, 45 minutes. Mosquera was good. Mosquera will be good. If Saliba's injury is a month, it should be fine. If Saliba's injury is a couple of weeks, even better. Because I would trust Mosquera to go to Sunderland, first Burnley and to Sunderland, especially if he's got Big Gabby next to him. And even if he doesn't have Big Gabby next to him. But the problem is the guy I would play instead of Big Gabby next to Mosquera, if Big Gabby wasn't available, is Calafiori. And it sounds like Calafiori himself had to be replaced today because of an injury. So Saliba, Calafiori, that's too much, because at the end of the day, you want to be able to rest Big Gabby too. And at this stage, that means if you want to rest Big Gabby, you have to play Nkapie very quickly in centre back next to, that's too new of a centre back pairing. And maybe what you can do, but there is no other right back. Because I was going to say maybe you play Ben White at the right centre back. You get him minutes there because that's his position that he's played in the most as a professional before he coming to Arsenal. So maybe Ben White at right centre back next to Big Gabby, or Ben White with Mosquera at centre back. But then you're not resting Timber. So that's the worry about my Gunners, is the volume of injuries is becoming a bit of a problem. In the first 9 game weeks, there's been almost an injury per game when it comes to Premier League weekends. And today, Declan Rice had to also leave the field with a knock. Zubimendi is fine, but we're using him a lot